Bordeaux covers a large number of wine growing areas, differing in size and sometimes overlapping. They all lie within the wine region of Bordeaux, centered on the city of Bordeaux and covering the whole area of the Gironde department of Aquitaine. In this episode, Allison and I will give a quick guide to Bordeaux as we travel from the left bank to the right bank and the southern areas, with a glass of wine in hand, of course. Enjoy the episode, give it a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more. The Bordeaux region is naturally divided by the Gironde estuary into a left bank area, which includes the Médoc and Grave, and a right bank area, which includes the Libournais, Bourg, and Blaye.
There are various subregions too within the left bank and the right bank. All of the regions except for Libournais have their own appellation and are controlled by laws which dictate the permissible grape, alcohol level, methods of cultivation, and winemaking techniques. There are 50 AOCs applicable to Bordeaux.
Both red and white Bordeaux wines are almost invariably blended. The permissible grape varieties in red Bordeaux are Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. While winemaking styles vary, a rule of thumb is that the left bank is predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon based, with the right bank being more Merlot based.
The Graves area produces both red wine from the grapes previously mentioned and white wine from the Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, and Muscadel grapes. The area of Sauternes, including Barsac, is known for its botrycized dessert wines.
The climate of Bordeaux is a temperate Mediterranean maritime climate. Located at the 45th parallel, placing Bordeaux smack in the middle of the equator and the North Pole, Bordeaux enjoys a unique climatic advantage other famous wine growing regions don't have. So let's talk about the left bank. The wine regions of the left bank of the Gironde estuary are bordered by a large forest land that has a tempering effect on that maritime climate. The region spans the left bank of the Gironde from the mouth of the river to the city of Bordeaux and includes four famous communes of Saint-Estèphe, Pauillac, Saint-Julien, and Margaux. It's about 60 kilometers north to south and about 10 kilometers wide, with about 10,600 hectares under vine and a production of about 50 million liters per year. All the wine made here is red.
So on the left bank of Bordeaux, the best terroirs are predominantly gravel-based. The gravel found in the Médoc plays a vital role to the grape's development. And the gravel soils in Bordeaux allow for excellent drainage, which is paramount to the vines and grapes. The gravel soil encourages the roots to burrow deep in the soil seeking nourishment.
Well, gravel soils also help by reflecting sunshine to the leaves and berries of the vines. The gravel soil in Bordeaux is perfect for retaining and radiating heat when needed, which can aid in the ripening process. Plus, the material the gravel beds rests on assists in the retention of water during the dry periods and helps with the development of important mineral characteristics in the wines. The sensation of minerality is widely prized among wine tasters, me included. The wine from the left bank areas tend to have more tannin and a more robust muscular structure than their right bank counterparts. And Ali, I think you have a left bank, right? You have a left bank wine?
Right, I have a left bank wine. You got it. I have the Chateau Lagrange. I took out a very special wine from my cellar, a 2002 Saint Julien. So Chateau Lagrange, Saint Julien has been growing grapes for over 600 years. They're a third growth in the classification of 1855. And it was acquired by the Suntory family, who were very famous for Japanese whiskey, wine, and spirits, in 1983. It's planted to 67% Cabernet Sauvignon, 28% Merlot, and 5% Petit Verdot. And, the goal is to make these incredibly beautiful wines, as this is. So, oh my God, what did I say, 2002, 20 years later, still, it's this deep, rich color. It's got still these red fruits, not overly ripe, little toasty. It's still got a freshness to it. You get a little bit of wood tannins that are kind of hitting you here. You get still a little bit of fruit tannins hitting you on the tongue. There's this nice kind of light licorice tar aromas in the end. I think that it's a really elegant, delicate wine. It's got power, but elegance. I mean, the delicate is kind of this word being misused a little bit, but I mean, there's this elegance and power that are mixed, and it's so beautiful. And for a wine that's 20 years old, I think it's right in its prime. I mean, it retails for about $100. Pretty special wine, but you know, it is Bordeaux. This is what you get. You got to wait for it to age, and
that's right.
Really good.
I'll take one of those, please. You can hand it over right now.
So I'm on the left bank. Also on the left bank is the Grave region that's bordered on the north by the Garonne River and contains the subregions of Pessac, Léognan, Sauternes, and Barsac. And it's known for its intense gravelly soil that's the result of glaciers from the Ice Age that have left white quartz deposits that still can be found in the soils. And it's this area that the sweet white Bordeaux wines of Sauternes and Barsac are produced. You're talking at about 25 miles east of the city center from Bordeaux, and you know, near the Garonne River, just gorgeous wines.
Wow. Well, those two important bodies of water with their different temperature really aids in the development of the noble rot or botrytis. And this takes place in large part due to the cold, misty mornings and warm, sunny afternoons that are kind of unique to that region, the Sauternes region in particular. The terroir in the appellation is varied with different degrees of clay, gravel, sand, limestone over these alluvial filled beds, you know, from millions of years ago. But you will find more chalk, limestone, and iron in the soils of Barsac than Sauternes.
The area of Libournais encompasses much of what is referred to as the right bank. Named for its historical capital, Libourne, this area sits on the right bank of the Dordogne River and expands west. Further west, after the Garonne and Dordogne rivers meet, the region of Bourg and Blaye is found on the right bank of the Garonne. The expression right bank typically refers to wines from the Pomerol and Saint-Emilion areas. And on the right bank of Bordeaux, the soils are dominated by clay and limestone. And you do find that on the left bank, but this is really, you know, the gravel, sand, just great soils. So these are Merlot-based wines. Remember, right bank, Merlot-based, left bank, Cabernet-based, and also blended with Cabernet Franc, Malbec, Petit Verdot, and a little Cabernet Sauvignon. So I'm curious, Cindy, are you on the right bank with the right bank?
Well, I'm leaning right today. So I'm on the right bank right now. And I have this beautiful wine from Pomerol. It is the Chateau l'Evangile, Blason de l'Evangile, 2014 from Pomerol, $75. It is 93% Merlot and 7% Cab Franc. And this is a beautiful wine. It's aged for 15 months in second use barrels, crafted at the Domaine Baron de Rothschild cooperage. And it's an intense aromas of, oh my God, cherries, vanilla, I mean, black cherries too, crushed blueberries, blackberries, dark plums, and of course the chalk. You know, we've got that minerality going. And on the palate, lush, concentrated black fruit, sage, black tea. You're getting a little bit from the Cabernet Franc. And the dense, soft tannins and moderate acidity. You're not going to get, you know, gripping acidity. You're not going to get, you know, vibrant acidity. Everything is a little bit more softer on the right bank. It's this Merlot base really shows its beautiful colors with these wines. Delicious.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, grilled meats, just something rich and, you know, based with some sauces. This is France right here.
Well, left bank, right bank, and then you have Entre-Deux-Mers, which literally means between two seas. And this is where a dry white wine is made in Bordeaux. It's one of the largest regions in the Bordeaux area, and it's situated between the two rivers, the Garonne and Dordogne, which are considered inland seas, actually.
Yes.
And the area is responsible for 3/4 of the red wine sold under the generic Bordeaux AOC or Bordeaux Superior labels. So my wine is a white wine from Entre-Deux-Mers. This is a Chateau Sainte-Marie, Entre-Deux-Mers Sauvignon Blanc, 2013. Now I did, a little older on this, I'm pulling things out of my cellar here, but I thought it would be kind of cool to see what would happen. And this is not disappointing me in the least. Stéphane Dupuche is a 5th generation grape grower, organic farming, indigenous yeasts. He really wants to expose the Atlantic effect, and he makes wines with beautiful purity, depth, terroir, freshness. There's like a soul and elegance of Bordeaux. It's amazing. His grandfather planted vines over 100 years ago, clay and limestone, older vines, average age 40 years. And oh my God, this wine, 10 years and you would never know. I am getting such a pop of citrus and grapefruit, and like a passion fruit. There's something really sharp and kind of that tangy citrus, tropical fruit note. Oh, this is a wine that's 70% Sauvignon Blanc, 25% Semillon, and 5% Muscadel. And even with 10 years on it, gorgeous, gorgeous wine. It's got texture and body, great, acidity still there, but it just kind of, sits on the palate and it needs food. And I'm craving some oysters from Bordeaux right now.
I think you have time to run out and get some in a little bit. But I'm having a wine. It's from Saint-Croix-Du-Mont, one of the areas in Entre-Deux-Mers. Chateau Rame 2016. It's $15 for a half bottle. So say $30 for a full bottle. However, this is a little bit sweet. This is a semi-sweet. It's a little bit closer to the area of Sauternes and Barsac, even though it's considered in Entre-Deux-Mers. 100% Semillon that met with a little botrytis. Lush. Honey, dried fruit, those apricots and dried oranges. Oh my God, my mouth is watering even with this wine in it. It's so beautiful. It's less expensive than Sauternes or Barsac, and I do feel like this is a wonderful alternative if you want to have a semi-sweet dessert wine or just a little aperitif before, dinner, or just like by a fire. It's a beautiful wine, just enough sweet that it's not cloying. It's just go well with pâtés or rich cheeses or fruit desserts. Maybe a little
Sounds
fruit.
so good.
I know.
Sounds so good. And I'm still marveling that I have a 10-year-old white and a 20-year-old red that are drinking so beautifully. Bordeaux, I understand why, Bordeaux is a collectible wine category.
But I do feel like, both of us opened a rather expensive bottles of wine from the left bank and the right bank. This is not as much. I do feel like we can find some affordable Bordeaux's. We just have to know where to look. And if they're there, not all wines are in that $100 range.
But rest assured, throw them into your cellar and they might gain value in time.
That's exactly right. Now, why did I open this bottle anyway? All right, this is fun. Bordeaux wines are some of the most sought after in the world. It's pretty obvious to understand that. And this has been a quick guide to Bordeaux. So I hope you take some time to delve deeper should you desire to do that. So explore the region, discover your favorite wines, and we hope you enjoyed our episode. So give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe to our channel for more. Cheers.
Cheers.